Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Thursday afternoon, just before Friday, Monday morning podcast. And I'm just checking in on you. Just checking in on you. A little baby cry in the end. My beautiful daughter is home now, and she's downstairs sleeping. So I'm going to try to knock this out while she's still asleep before she wakes up in like 18 seconds, which has been the thing. It hasn't been so bad. All these parents, you want to get home, right? I ran into parents tonight, and I'm going, no, it's not that bad. I'm a little sleepy, but, I'm hanging in there. And then you know what they said? Oh, wait till she starts walking. I just want to be like, are you enjoying any aspect of this? That I swear to God, they're gloom and like, you know what parents are like? It's like reading a Dan Shaughnessy sports column. There's no light at the end of the tunnel, even if there is light. But it's going to blind your eyes. Good Lord. Good Lord. I understand why kids run away from home. Just talking to all these fucking parents, man. I swear to God, I'm loving people that don't have kids right now. Yeah, you had a kid. Oh, good for you. Good for you. That's great, man. Yeah, you're going to be a great dad. That's it. These other fucking people, I swear to God, half these parents, you know what? They ought to stick them on the Weather Channel. Because that's how the Weather Channel, that's how they make their money. Like, nobody pays attention when it's a beautiful day, but oh my God, if there's a storm coming, they just start freaking out, getting everybody running out to the grocery store to buy 9 weeks of eggs because it's going to rain for an afternoon. Or maybe it's going to snow. We're going to get 18 inches. Holy shit, that's almost up to my knees. What am I going to do? You're going to be fine. When was the last fucking time a whole town got so snowed in that everybody just died of starvation? Has that ever happened in the United States? I'm not saying a couple of fucking people haven't died. There's always the person sitting in the car and the fucking snow comes up and then the carbon monoxide goes in. There'll always be some old lady sitting too close to the window and she'll die, right? Because it snowed out or because she was born, 3 years after the Civil War. I mean, you make the call on that one. Jesus fucking Christ, these goddamn parents, they fucking scaring the shit out of you. So I don't know what's going on in the world in a good way. I'm having the best time ever being a dad. I've always wanted to be a dad, so I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I don't care if I'm fucking tired and I feel like I'm drunk. I don't want to miss a second of this thing. So I'm going to stop talking to other parents. Goddamn weirdos. I just don't get them. It's like, what did you think was going to happen when you had a baby? What did you think was going to happen? You knew it was a baby. You knew it wouldn't understand English. Did you read up on it at all? Everybody's, you know what they sound like? They sound like some people who bought swampland. And were promised that it was a paradise or something. I mean, I don't know. I don't fucking know. But I'm not going to be that guy. If I meet somebody else who's having a kid, even if I have a tough day, I'm going to say, hey, good for you. That's great, man. It's going to be a great thing. Good for you. Instead of putting all this fucking gloom and doom in everybody's head. Anyways, anybody watch the Celtics the last couple of games, man? I got to love the fact that the Celtics and the Wizards have this rivalry now. You know what I mean? Everybody's talking about the Cavs and the Golden State Warriors. Yeah, we are down tier 2 or tier 3. I love how the Wizards wore all black. It's going to be a funeral. Yeah, just fucking put your sneakers on. Pump up your little Reeboks, whatever the fuck. You just go out and go play basketball. We're dressing all in black. Oh, what does that mean? You're going to try tonight? The other nights when you just wear your uniform or your regular street clothes, you're not going to try? I don't understand that. I always loved that way back in the day when Kevin McHale, I remember we were playing that playoff series, and we blew this team out the first game, and the other team was in the locker room saying that we better watch out. Celtics better watch out game 2 because we're coming. And Kevin McHale goes, well, yeah, you should be coming every night. This is the NBA. Completely diffused the whole fucking thing. Oh, you're going to try? Well, we're trying every game. So, just to keep it interesting, why don't you try? Anyways, having said that, I really like the Wizards team, man. Young team, they played great. I just kept waiting, basketball being a game of runs, I just kept waiting for them to hit this streak where they weren't going to be shooting well, and they just fucking killed it all night. My only complaint, and I mentioned this today, I did Bill Simmons' podcast, Hyping My Special, that's coming out January 31st, whoring myself out. I was mentioning the only thing I didn't like about the Wizards the other night was when John Wall dunked on Kelly Olynyk, and then he flexed afterwards. I get it. It was a nice dunk. It was an explosive move. But at the end of the day, you went around Kelly Olynyk, okay, who essentially is like a parking pylon that's 7 feet tall and wears a little bandana. That fucking guy, man. I swear to God, if he was 6, NBA loves a 7-footer. If you have a 7 in front of you for your height, forget it. You're going to get drafted and you're going to hang around on some fucking team. I swear to God, if that guy was 6'11", he'd be directing traffic. Anyway, I know that's harsh. I don't know shit about hoop, you know. Well, whatever. He gets out, you know, he draws a couple of offensive fouls. I'll give him that. But he's always around the ball, but it never ends up in his hands. He tries to jump. Then like every 19 games, he'll hit like 5 3-pointers, and everybody's like, he's going to turn the corner. Anyways, yeah, it was a great game. Marcus Smart having the meltdown, you know, wanting to be out there, and then immediately apologized on Twitter. There's a lot of great, you know, Celtics are way more fun to watch this year, and I haven't been watching, you know, the Bruins as much as I usually do, only because it's going to kill me to watch them fire Claude Julien. I just don't want to see that. I love that fucking guy. But maybe I don't know, maybe it's time. I guess that's how it works. You know what I mean? The whole coaching thing, if you hang around long enough, they're going to fire you, right? Players go for the money and shit. I don't know what it is, but, you know, we beat the Red Wings. That was a good one. And we got the Penguins coming up. Maybe we'll see what happens. But we're still there. We're still the 8th seed. Oh, hoo-hoo! What happened to the team, man? I've been doing that the whole game. But anyways, I watched a little bit. The whole year I've been whining about the fucking Bruins. I'm going to stop. Who knows? Maybe we've bottomed out. We're on our way to the 7th seed. Who knows? But I was watching the Celtics versus the Rockets tonight. And, you know, I just got it on the NBA package. It just records. And what sucks is does anybody know how to set it so I always get the Boston feed? Because I love listening to Tommy Heinsohn. You know, he knows the game. He's a Hall of Famer, and he's a total homer. And he announces the game like he's still sitting on the bench or he's still coaching the team. It's fucking great. So tonight I got the Houston feed, and you know, so they're obviously pro Houston, which I don't have a problem considering Tommy Heinsohn is so fucking pro Boston. And what was great was tonight, James Harden gets fouled, spins around in the air, and just fucking smacks Jonas Jerebko right in the fucking mouth, draws blood and everything. And Tommy Heinsohn's flipping out. I was able to see that. Bill Simmons retweeted this thing. So Tommy Heinsohn's flipping out, blah, 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 going, you could have called that from half court. You know, all this shit, saying it was a total dirty play. And the refs are reviewing it. And the Houston guys are just going like, oh, that's just was unfortunate. He was finished. He was just trying to get his balance. He was following through. It's an unfortunate. You see, he immediately apologizes. This is why I think the refs got it right that they called it a flagrant foul. Aside from the fact that guy was crying the whole game, you know, like a young Sidney Crosby or Tom Brady at his worst, you know, when he's in a bad mood and anybody brushes against him, he turns around and looks at the ref like, he touched my uniform. I can't even say that as a Pats fan, you know. What's his face? James Harden was acting like that the whole fucking game. The whole fucking game, he's just bitching at the refs. Every fucking time anybody comes near him, he wants a call, right? I mean, maybe I don't know shit about hoop. Maybe he just was having a bad night. Maybe the chick he usually bangs in Boston when he comes to town fucking found true love. It was on the rag. I don't know what it was, but that guy was definitely in a mood. And this is why I think it was a flagrant foul, because when he smacked him in the fucking face, he immediately apologized, but not to Jonas. He looked at the ref and went, oh, so, like he was trying not to get the foul. If you fucking smack somebody in the face accidentally, who do you apologize to? Some other guy that you didn't hit? Don't you apologize? Oh, I'm sorry. Try that in a bar some night. You know, get yourself one of those little girly drinks and spin yourself around the floor and backhand someone across the face. causing them to draw blood, and then just pick some other guy standing there. Oh, that was an accident. Yeah, figure that one out. I don't know. I love that he got the flagrant foul, and the Celtics ended a 3-game losing streak. But I'm really enjoying the NBA. I left it for so goddamn long. But hockey will always be my first love. I'm just kind of, I don't know. I'm waiting. I got a bad feeling. Oh, I got a bad feeling there that the hammer's about ready to fall there. So anyways, I've been whoring myself out like a lunatic. That's why I'm taping the Thursday afternoon just before Friday, Monday morning podcast on a Wednesday night. Because I got to do some more stuff tomorrow. I'm doing the Cowherd show tomorrow. I did Rich Eisen's show today. Had a great time on that. Did Jimmy Kimmel the other night. Had a great time. And you know what I've noticed? Because both Kimmel and Eisen, obviously, big sports fans. And I've noticed that, like, with Boston sports, we've had so much success that they can't even trash the teams anymore. So now they just sort of go after you as a fan. Like when I was on Kimmel, he was going like, so like, you have like a man crush or something on Tom Brady? Kind of came at me with that angle. And when I was on Eisen's show, he's going like, why are Boston fans still so mad? Like they've completely left the field of play. And now they're like, hey, you sitting in the fucking mezzanine level. Well, how come you got one of your socks pulled up and the other one isn't? I don't even know what it's just one of those. It's just, it is what it is. That's how many fucking championships they've won. They got nothing to say. I'm not trashing either one of those guys because I like them. But I did notice that as sports fans, that's kind of the way that they come at you. But I got to give a big thanks to both of them for having me on their shows and everybody at the Jimmy Kimmel show. They put together this little gift package for my daughter, little Jimmy Kimmel, the cutest thing ever for a toddler, little coat and a bunch of children's books. So I can't wait to read them to my daughter when she understands, because evidently now she's just sort of, somebody told me that they don't recognize anything. All they see is lights, like it's an acid trip for I don't know how many weeks. So she wouldn't stop crying, and I'm walking around with her. You know, babies have this thing where, like, if you walk around with them, they stop crying. But the second you sit down or, God forbid, lay down, they're kind of like, oh, wait a minute. No, you're not doing that. And then they cry, and then you stand up. Oh, that's good. Let's keep it moving, you know. I feel like I'm an officer and a gentleman, right? And my baby's giving me the Louis Gossett Jr. treatment, you know, making me keep my legs up. I want to fly jets, right? So, anyway, so once I got that information that they're kind of, it's kind of an acid trip. Here's a good way to stop your baby from crying, I've found, is when walking around isn't working, just start spinning, going, woo, right? Just start doing that. They just start looking around like it's the greatest acid trip ever. The head just starts looking around like, wow, man, what the fuck is that? And then they stop crying. I just learned that 20 minutes ago. I've only tried it once, but it totally works. You can also, as you're doing that, there's different ways you can spin, and you can kind of lift them up and lower them. Do like the tilt-a-whirl kind of thing. For however long you can stand it before, you know, you end up yakking on your own kid, you know, if you're one of those people that gets motion sickness. But I found that works. So I'm trying to put something positive out there for all the negative shit that I've heard about having a kid. It's fucking hilarious. Anyways, what else do I got? Do I have anything else? I got nothing, man. I feel like I'm drunk. I've had such a little amount of sleep. It's actually hilarious. I've always found babies crying funny, though. You know what I mean? Because they sound adorable, so it's already funny. And then also you want to be like, what are you crying about? You don't have any bills. There's no stress. You know, like what deadline do you have to meet? You know, what's going on tomorrow that enough stress built up that you're crying? It just strikes me as funny. I mean, I know they're trying to communicate before you give me a fucking kid pop psychology fucking horse shit that I've just had coming out my ears. Or like if I'm on a plane and when kids cry, it's never annoyed me. Even if I get on the plane hungover, the second a kid starts crying, it just makes me like, I just start laughing because I always think like, you know, that's exactly what I'm feeling right now. Anytime you get on a plane There is that thing once they close the door, you're like, oh, this is going to suck. You know, even though it's amazing, you can fly across the country in 6 hours is fucking incredible, but it is not comfortable as far as what you're used to with comfort. You know? I don't know. It'd be great. You know, so what they should do? If they ever come up with a time machine, they should send people back in time, not to change history, you know, not to do something good, like Tom Cruise going back and killing Hitler, whatever the fuck he was trying to do in that movie. They should just send you back just so you could see how hard life was, so you could just stop bitching. You know what I mean? Or I guess you could go to like a third world country or something like that. You know? Spend one day with like a fucking water carrier, whatever the hell you call it, their version of a canteen, balancing it on your head, walking like 20 miles past fucking, I don't know what, God knows what kind of wildlife, you know, through a civil war and all this other shit, you know, trying to stay away from some baby formula that some corporation over here puts out, fucks your kid up. Do that for a couple of days, and you come back here, I bet all the shit that we bitched about probably wouldn't be as bad, right? I guess you wouldn't need a time machine. You know, see that? You like that? I just worked that all out all by myself. Here it is. I thought we needed a time machine, and all I needed to do was just travel. And you know what? I think there's some sort of something in that. I have no idea. Anyways, I ran into that dude tonight who told me I'd never play fucking drums again once I had a kid. I was breaking his fucking balls so bad. Oh, you're going to be a dad? You'll never play drums again. Oh, really? I went up to him. I was like, yeah, why did you say that to me? He goes, you watch, you won't. I just finally just said, Dave Grohl has like 2 or 3 fucking kids. He plays drums and guitar and sings in a band that travels around the fucking world, you idiot. And he's cracking up laughing. He goes, yeah, but and then he's such a negative cunt. He goes, yeah, but his drums aren't at home. It's like, yeah, they are. I saw the fucking documentary. He's got a studio in his house. He was recording with his band, and then his kid came in and said, hey, you want to go swimming? And he goes, yeah. And he goes out, he goes swimming, and then he goes back in, he writes another hit song. I don't know. He's this fucking guy. He's acting like it's the 1800s. If I was standing behind a team of oxen and some kid came up to me, I'd be like, yeah, I don't have time to play with you. I got to keep plowing the fucking fields here. I don't know. I got to learn to block this shit out because I was doing so well, and other parents give me anxiety. But I'm so proud of my kid, I keep showing everybody pictures. I don't show pictures, but if somebody, hey, congratulations, you had a kid. I just go, you brought it up. Now I got to show you. I never thought I'd be that guy, but you got to do it. You got to do it. Look, my wife gave me. All right, let's do this here. Let's read a little bit of advertising. Oh, my mother-in-law came over today, and she said that she got upset because she went online, and I was joking around on Kimmel, and somehow they took something that I said out of context and says Bill Burr has a kid and doesn't enjoy being a parent. The internet. It's not even the internet. It's just fucking people writing shit. That's the funniest. I want to, you know something, if I could do this business over again, I wouldn't be the guy. That's what I would do. I would want to get into entertainment journalism because it has to be the funniest job ever. If you're in a room with other people and just sitting there trying to think how disgustingly out of context you can take something and just crying, laughing, thinking of the person that you're fucking over, like their reaction to what you're doing. I guess they do it so much that nobody really reacts to it, but I always find it, I don't know, it's just funny to me. Because it's such a cunty thing to do, and that's just funny to me. Because you're not really hurting anybody. You're just trying to get eyeballs onto the website, right? I don't know. Am I still speaking English? I swear to God, I almost just fell asleep right there. All right, the black tux, everybody. As opposed to the white tux. The black tux. Oh, by the way, somebody said not to say cunt too much in the advertising read. That's where I've come to, on the entertainment ladder. People have just so accepted the fact that I'm a fucking moron, that they just go, hey, read it however you want to. If you could just try to keep it under 6 cunts, I think we could enjoy it. All right. The black tux, everybody. Looking great for a wedding or special event has never been easier with blacktux.com. Everybody knows it's not yours. Who owns a tux? If you own a tux, like you're in the Illuminati, right? Or you're like whatever the male version of Meryl Streep is, where they just giving you awards all the fucking time, and it just becomes like I got to get a tux. I'm blowing $30,000 a fucking year. All right. Let's start this read over again so they don't hear this part. The black tux, everybody. Looking great for a wedding or special event has never been easier with theblacktux.com as opposed to that black tux. This is theblacktux.com, like The Ohio State University. With high-quality rental suits and tuxedos delivered to your doorstep. Hey, what have you been doing since we graduated? Oh, I deliver tuxedos. Really? The Black Tux is giving you guys a new way to rent. And get this, get a load of this. The Black Tux offers free home try-on. There's a guy who delivers it just standing there at the door, just stripped down to your fucking boxers. Or you just go, I'm just going to come in here and close the door. Is he standing outside? Then you open the door. All right, it fits. What do you think? Yeah, I think you look all right. He's hanging there waiting for his tip. I'm going to get a tuxedo just to see how this goes down. And get this, the Black Tux have free home rental. You can try it on and see the fit and feel the quality on your suit months before your event. The best part, it's completely done online. No trips to the tux. Well, how the fuck am I going to try it on if it's online? How do I do that? Is there an app for that? To have the robot me on the screen trying on a tux? Hey, robot me really seems to like that one. Imagine how I'll feel. The blacktux.com lets you create your look or choose from tons of stylists selected outfits starting at just $95. These suits have a modern fit as opposed to the old school ones. Your balls just hung out the side. These things got them nice and snug in a fucking 2017 type of way. I love how your balls are hanging in that suit. I don't want to be an asshole here, but I'm just saying, that's a very modern way that you're nuts. These suits have a modern fit and are made from fine Italian wool. A wool tuxedo, the highest quality on the rental market. And if you have any questions or issues, their expert customers care team has your back every step of the way. As they follow you into the bedroom as you're trying it on. Is this like some elaborate hit that they're putting out on people? Because it is tuxedos. Who the fuck's going to rent one of those, right? Except somebody who's in power. Yeah. Okay. Let me just make sure it fits you. Can we come in for a second? They take you out like fucking Sam Jackson and Goodfellas. You're sitting there in your skivvies. After ordering your suit will arrive 14 days before your event. That's a full 2 weeks to try it on and make sure everything fits. If anything is less than perfect, the Black Tux will send you a free replacement right away. When your event's over, just drop the rental back in the mail. Shipping is free both ways. How easy is that? To get started now, visit the Black Tux. I did that like Christopher Walken. To get started now, visit the blacktux.com/Burr and experience a new way to rent. Theblacktux.com/Burr. All right, that did not go well. All right, let's try to make it up on this one. Distilled. DSTLD. If you're skipping your car payment for a new pair of jeans, you're probably paying too much. Or you're driving a piece of shit. One way or the other. Sure, you want a bargain bin denim that's going to fall apart? Oh, wait, sure, you don't want one of those. And your nuts are hanging out, right? Unlike in those black tuxedos, right? But the really good pairs cost hundreds of dollars until now. Distilled, spelled DSTLD, has revolutionized the fashion industry with their timeless luxury graded denim. So you get jeans that would normally cost you $100 starting at just $75. That's $20 less than that fucking tuxedo. They eliminated excessive markups by refusing to work with middlemen. Well, what if we delivered it? Get the fuck out of here. They ship directly to you for free and guarantee the fit, or they'll send you a new pair until they're perfect. Distilled jeans are built to last and will be a staple in your closet for years. Hey, come on in here. I got to show you this. Before you sit down and see my living room, I got to show you this pair of jeans I got in my closet. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's a 2016 pair of overalls. I never wear them. They're a staple of my closet. The same goes for Distill's new line of jackets. Whether you're after a classic denim or a stylish bomber jacket, you can expect the same level of quality and convenience. Go to distilled.com/Burr right now and get $10 off your first order. That's distilled.com/Burr for $10 off right now. 5 letters. DSTLD.com/Burr. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm fucking tired as shit. I don't want to read. I didn't want to read when I got sleep. CISO. CISO is the place for comedy. They won't tell you how amazing they are, but I will. CISO's amazing. It's comedy for comedy nerds. By comedy nerds. CISO, spelled SEESO. It's the new ad-free, that's what I like, ad-free streaming service, bringing you hilarious original series. I got a lot of balls saying I don't like ads and I'm fucking reading one. Streaming service bringing you hilarious original series, hand-picked classics, weeks of stand-up specials, and more. What do you mean hand-picked? Like they're hanging on a fucking tree? Well, you know, hand-clicked. Bingeable comedy, anytime, anywhere, CISO. Every episode of SNL ever. That's what I like about this thing, including new episodes the day after they air. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon and Late Night with Seth Meyers the day after they air. And they even have classics like 30 Rock, Parks and Recreation, and Saved by the Bell. This is like the Lauren Michaels channel, right? He's got all his shit on. I bet he's got money in this thing. Even British comedies like the original Office with Ricky Gervais, the entire Monty Python catalog, The It Crowd, and Steve Coogan as Alan Partridge. That's a prequel to the Partridge Family. Discover the next big names in comedy and watch the icons before they make it big, like Louis C.K. when he had hair, Chelsea Peretti, Amy fucking Schumer, Bo Burnham, and so many more. Critically acclaimed originals and exclusive content like Harmon Quest, created by comedian Dan Harmon, and Funny as Hell, a variety show featuring comedians such as Jim Jeffries and Hannibal Buress. If you're serious about your comedy, you have to try CISO. Stream it anytime, anywhere, on virtually any device. CISO is ad-free and just $3.99 per month. That's less than you paid for that latte or artisan cold brewed coffee you're holding right now. And right now, my listeners can try CISO for free for 2 months when you use the promo code Burr at checkout. Shows you can't get anywhere else, from critically acclaimed original series to all 40-plus years of SNL. You already said this shit. CISO's the only place down. Blah, blah, blah. Go to CISO.com. SEESO. CISO.com right now for up to 2 months for free with the promo code Burr. BURR at checkout. That's CISO.com, promo code Burr. All right, Jesus Christ, one more. All right, Wince, pronounced wink. Finding a great new wine is tough. That's why I've been telling you all about our sponsor, Club W. Dick Cheney, what should I think next? How they make it so easy. Yeah, you thought I was dumb? Look at Trump. How they make it so easy to get wine personalized to your palate and delivered right to your door. No more drinking and driving. They'll bring the booze right to you. And here's a little update for you. Club W. By land on an aquifer. I want to get an aquifer and I'll drown Saddam Hussein's cousins. Club W is now called Wink, spelled W-I-N-C. A new name and an improved look. But here's the important part. It's still the same amazing wine company introducing you to wines you love, you fucking drunks. Wink works directly with winemakers and growers from all over the world to create delicious wine delivered right to your door. Wink's 100% satisfaction guarantee means if you don't like the bottle they send you, they'll replace it with a bottle you love, no questions asked. Dude, this is a dream for alcoholics. You just pound the wine. Yeah, I didn't like it. Suck down another one. I didn't like that one either. Suck down the third one. Oh, you just keep ordering them. It's got to be a limit, right? Wink's 100% satisfaction guarantee means if you don't like, okay, I already said that. You just don't send random bottles. You don't just, what? You just don't get sent random bottles. Wink is a personalized wine membership that recommends wine specifically based on the results of your palate profile quiz. This is actually a great thing because it's not like intimidating to buy wine. It's just like, where the fuck do you start? Wouldn't it be great if a bunch of people that love boozing it up and getting fucked up on wine took the time to give you, figure it all out for you? That's what they do with this thing. I'm off the copy now, okay? The best part, Wink is offering my listeners and anybody else they sold advertising to $20 off right now when you go to trywink.com/Burr. That's TRYWINC. Oh, that's where I was dropping. That's why I kept saying the female anatomy. Okay, try Wink. TRYWINC as in cooch.com/Burr. They'll even cover the shipping. Yeah, I love that they didn't like that I was saying cunt. I mean, that people will remember. Think about that. You'll get fine wine personalized to your palate, delivered right to your door. Try Wink and get $20 off, plus complimentary shipping right now when you go to TryWink, TRYWINC, as in children, .com/Burr. TryWink.com/Burr. All right, there you go. There you go. Right? You got a tuxedo. You're getting hammered, drinking the wine. You can put on fucking CISO. And there was some other shit in there. I can't even remember. All right, there's your half hour. I'm just checking in on you, okay? You guys ought to be checking in on me. Checking in on me, fucking nodding off. Anyways, I'm almost a week into being a parent. I got to tell you, it's pretty easy so far. I don't know what all you guys have been whining about. I don't know what you've been preaching about, what you're so fucking concerned about, Maybe you guys who are parents, maybe you need to pick up an instrument. Stop being so goddamn obsessed with your fucking kids. I'm just kidding, all right? I'm just fucking around. I just need to throw shit out there that people then can take out of context because that helps me, because then people search for me and then they'll realize, oh, wait a minute. This guy has a special coming out January 31st that I taped at the Ryman in Nashville, Tennessee. Had a great time. By the way, thank you to everybody that bought all the tickets to the Patrice O'Neal benefit. There's only a few left. Looks like it's going to sell out yet again this year. Very excited about that. And it's just going to be a great time in February. All right. Makes a great Valentine's Day gift. It makes a great me gift. What if you're single and you don't have anyone? Does that mean you shouldn't get a gift? In order to find love, you need to love yourself. Well, why don't you love yourself and buy yourself a gift? Buy a pair of tickets for yourself, right? To the Patrice O'Neal comedy benefit. Then you can go there and you can have a little bit of leg room. You can look over, as you laugh through your tears, realize that you're still single. Maybe that'd be sad. Just buy one. Maybe you get on the aisle. Who knows? All right. Have a great weekend, you cunts. I will not check in. I'll talk to you on Monday, all right? What's going on in sport? There's no football, right? There's no football. I'll tell you right now, I'll tell you right now, the Super Bowl is going to be a classic. All right? I feel like it's 50-50. Pat's got a 50-50 chance, and Atlanta, let's do the math. They have a 50-50 chance too. That's where I'm at, all right? I would take, if Atlanta gets, I don't like only getting 3. The bet I want is Atlanta getting points. That's what I want. I think them getting points is a great bet, but not only 3. 4 is a little scary. You start talking 5, that looks like a good bet to me. And I can say that without a fucking doubt because I watched at least 9 games this year. You heard it here from the fucking Freckles mouth. All right, go fuck yourselves. Have a nice weekend.